Hey there, aspiring guitarist. The title of this video is Guitars, Family, and False Teeth. What can I possibly be conjuring up now? Well, I hope I'm going to show you. I'm fresh off a video I did earlier today about doing a bass run before an E minor chord that I made hoping it helped you as you practice your chords to explore and become creative in your chord practice. It's the video right before this. There'll be a link at the end. But guitars, family, and false teeth. Why did I do this? How am I going to tie this to that video? Well, I made some mistakes in that video, and I admitted them right as I made them. I even went in the description and I put starting at blah 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 era, calling the sixth string instead of the fifth or something like that. I don't know what it was. Mostly I try to highlight my errors as they happen. Sometimes I'll do things like my false teeth. I don't use Efferdent or Polydent unless I'm going out with my wife. I don't want to embarrass my wife. I don't want, if I was doing a speaking for something, I don't want my false teeth falling out. But I do these videos off the cuff. I've never had false teeth fall out, but I have had them drop down, and I'll be talking, you'll hear, and I'll have to draw back up. Why didn't I put Polydent in? Because I do these off the cuff. It inspires me to do them. I'm not trying to make a six-digit figure income off YouTube. In fact, I'm not trying to use YouTube as a source of income at all. I'm 64 years old, fully retired, and on a pension. I do this for fun and to give back. I enjoy playing the guitar and where I'm at in my guitar journey. I'm going to talk about family. I'm going to talk about resources. So bear with me. I'm going to try to hang this together: guitar, family, and false teeth. This right here is a Fender standard Telecaster that the body is chambered. Now, it plays great. To me, it sounds great. It does not sound as good, or I should say different, as my Fender thin line with Cunifeed pickups, or even the Fender Ventera 2 that I had. But I love a Tele. This chambered body here is 6.2 pounds. That's the reason that I play this over more expensive Teles. The more expensive may look better, they may sound better, they might even be more appropriate for most things, but that's the electric guitar I play the most, over my Les Paul style, my Godin Ultra A6 hanging on the wall right there. I strategically have different brand guitars in this, on every single wall in this guitar studio of mine, from Martins, Taylor, Breedlove, Gibsons, Ibanez, Strandberg, you name it, and I love playing them all. But there are certain guitars that I gravitate to all the time. The one that I did the video this morning is probably the guitar that I play the most. It's a Luna Alta Vista Stallion. It sounds great. It's a travel guitar. It's easy to draw in. I can play it any kind of seating, with a strap, in a chair, up, down, in a flat bench. And it sounds good, and I love it. I probably pick it up more than any guitar. I have it hanging right here beside my camera and desk because it's the one I pick up the most when I try to show something. I have other guitars I use, but it serves the purpose I need the most. The purpose I'm trying to do in my guitar channel and my guitar journey is match where I'm at. And at different times, I'm at different places. If I was going to go play rhythm guitar at a church setting, uh, I would not take this guitar. I would take one of probably my full size dreadnoughts or my Taylor 324 CE Builders edition. I would try to match the guitar to what I was doing. And what I'm trying to do with this channel and in my guitar journey to help frustrated guitarists get past things, beginner guitarists to actually get over humps, is I'm trying to remind that mistakes are okay. In fact, they're a part of life. We learn from mistakes. We get better from mistakes. The guitar video I made this morning about that bass run to E minor, when I was going down the strings, I actually named one of the strings the wrong string. I called it the sixth when I meant the fifth when I was talking about fretting an E minor. Well, and I usually just admit my mistakes and move on. Um, that's what the guitar journey can be about, is moving on, enjoying the journey. This Easter weekend, I had my family over. I was upstairs. My granddaughter asked me a question about a guitar, about a foot switch, and so I'm sitting next to the fireplace, and she's next to me in a sitting chair. I am on my wife's cedar chest. It's probably 4 foot wide. It's a beautiful chest, and she put a very beautiful, I don't know what you call it, a chair pad on it that was wide enough, to fit it. So I'm sitting on that. Well, it's a little higher than most chairs. It's certainly higher than a couch. And so I'm trying to show her this, and very soon I am screwing this song up terribly. And it disappoints me terribly because I didn't want to disappoint my granddaughter, but I'm actually having to hold up the guitar I picked up because it's doing some neck dive. I didn't have a strap. And so I tried to turn that into a teaching lesson. Remember when I told you how important how you sit, your posture, is the guitar too big, things of that nature. But there I was. I mean, I admitted my mistake. I didn't get out of the room and let me start over. I didn't, I made a mistake. I didn't play this right. I screwed this song up horribly. I'm sorry. And so my family, as families do, got to see me. And me ain't perfect. My guitar journey ain't perfect. And I'm happy with that. I'm often asked, well, what do I need to do to master the guitar? Well, I have a problem with that because it's like I tell them, number one, you got to define master might mean many different things to many different people. Now, if you ask me what do I have to do to get where I can play bar chords with ease, now I might be able to step you through that, but to master the guitar, I don't ever want to master the guitar. And I've said that in previous videos, and the reason I don't want to master the guitar is it's a never-ending journey that God blessed me with. It keeps on giving. If I had mastered the guitar, I might not want to pick it up tomorrow. I've mastered the guitar. I don't feel like I am ever going to master the guitar. Am I going to get better at the guitar? I absolutely believe that. Am I going to enjoy getting better with the guitar? I absolutely believe that. Even being 64 years old and having played a guitar over 52 years, there will be some riffs, songs, or something that will frustrate me. But I've been doing this long enough to know, slow down, break it down into chunks, admit your mistakes, work through it. So, mistakes happen. My false teeth, like I said, at times, I've never had my false teeth fall out, but there are times where you hear a or something in my speech, and I just go on. Yeah, I could have put Polydent in before, but I do these off the cuff. Sometimes I grab a guitar off the cuff. Sometimes I'm not sitting in that preferred place when I practice, although I do try to keep a regular practice routine in a regular place. But I'm always willing to learn more, no matter where I'm playing. Um, that's my guitar teaching journey that I'm trying to reveal in this. That I'm not trying to make an excuse. That this can be, what I'm saying can easily be criticized. I'm trying to explain to you why I am okay with the way my guitar videos come out, complete with mistakes, not going back and dropping them in a timeline video editor or things like that. Which kudos to people that do that and try to make professional videos, because for whatever reason they're doing, including trying to make a living as a YouTube creator, and I respect that. I respect a guitarist that continually makes the same mistake and is frustrated, and those are the people I try to encourage the most. Um, your guitar journey will go up and down at times. Enjoy the journey. Honestly, enjoy the journey. Um, there are times you're going to be at peak highs, times you're going to be at peak lows. There's times you're having to pay your dues. And that was the reason I created that video before, to take learning a simple E minor with either 1 and 2 or 2 and 3 fingers, whichever one you choose to use. And there are different times it may be more appropriate to use 2 and 3 or 1 and 2, depending on what chord you're moving to next or what bass run you're coming from or moving to before the next chord. So it's your guitar journey. This is my guitar teaching journey. And I hope that you learned something from it. I really do. Um, it's so delightful to see my granddaughters, and I hope my grandson is not even, I hadn't even hit 2 yet. So, it hadn't even hit 1 completely. So, which I probably just screwed that up. But I mean, I've already bought all my grandchildren guitars, and I enjoy it so much. I try not to shove it down their throat, but I try to be there for them when they want to know something. And that's what I hope this guitar channel does. And I enjoy that. I enjoy knowing somebody learns something, mistakes and all, because you're going to make mistakes. And I hate to see somebody beat up on themselves about a mistake. You just hadn't got there yet. That's all. Maybe your fingers wouldn't stretch as far as they needed to, but with practice, it'll get to where they can. Or you'll learn an alternate chord, but you'll rise to the occasion. So, guitars, family, and false teeth. I hope I tied that together. I hope your guitar journey is a blessed one. You're going to get what you get with me. In fact, just like I'm fixing to hit stop recording on my video software, which I use OBS. And you always see there's this little delay after I say happy picking, because a confirmation box comes up. And you probably see my head turn, and I'm going to click yes. Could I fix that? Sure, I could. In fact, I could stop right now and probably go into settings on OBS and turn off that feature to confirm stopping recording. I could use a foot switch. I could use different softwares, all kind of things I can do. But then I'm going to get wrapped up in the editing of my videos, because that doesn't serve me. It serves the professional content creators trying to make a living, and once again, kudos to them. So I do mean it when I say happy picking. It's your guitar journey and happy picking. And here I go to yes.